Sir June, syempre hindi sa government, but we actively work with government, and of course, Attorney Karen, my friend. Of course, Rebecca is my friend, that's why DSWD is here. I was trying to look into how we can come in sa Department of Social Welfare and Development. Nakita ko na, I said, now I can tell my secretary that we can build a DSWD around here. That's why I told Karen kanina na, Attorney, saan kami mag-build? New Clark City ba or saan? Sa New Clark City, sabi niya. So when I go back, I'll tell my secretary to talk to BCDA so that we can build something here so that we're near disaster-prone areas in northern Luzon. Ayan. I'd like to show you what we do, and I came here for one reason. We want to partner with private companies for your CSR because there's so much to be done. Wala pong sobrang tulong, especially sa mga vulnerable, sa mga nangangailangan ng tulong ng mga kababayan po natin. I'm sorry, yes, thank you. I speak in English because someone stood up. We want to partner with everyone in your CSR or your corporate social responsibility funds that we can tap. The Secretary would want to build a coalition, a strong coalition with the private sector insofar as delivering social services to the Filipinos, wherever they are, in BARM or in Luzon or in the Visayas. I'd like to share with you very fast what we do in the DSWD so that you can look into how you can partner with us. So we have here our DSWD staff. We call our mates in the DSWD the angels in red vests. You see them everywhere, especially during disaster. So they are, and they will be your partners. We will be your partners to deliver social services, especially to those who would be needing us. There's so much that we do in DSWD, but where the business sector comes in our vision is in the last part, the coordinated social services. We don't want to do it alone, and we want to do it with the private sector. And that's one thing that the Secretary Rex Gaschalian is. I'll share with you one video before we proceed with the presentation so that you'd see what we do in the DSWD.
Ayaw terbekan kau ketauran telah ayaw terintah.
Mano po ate? Lako no kau
Galoy lalu dawan ko kangitan wa.
Sana tahu kau lah lo.
sa DSWD.
Agingat.
DSWD. Agingat.
Kanta iwa kurik dalan rai na pauri kurik sana.
Dito po pala yun, liliban po kayo sa kabila. Tapos sa bandang kanan, may gate po tayo malaki. Papasok po tayo sa loob.
Magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga po.
Ang serbisyong ating ibinibigay sa mamamayan ay walang kinikiling ng kasarian, estado, relihiyon o kulay. Ito ay dapat ibinabahagi ng may katapatan at may malasakit sa ating kapwa. Ganito ang ating paglilingkod. Marami ang nabibigyan natin ng pag-asa.
Narito naman po ang tanggapan ng DSWD.
Maraming buhay ang ating nababago.
Ang mga kanilang programa na dapat ibigay sa mga katutulong.
Buhay wa sa kanyo.
Wala pong anuman, kami taga DSWD.
DSWD, may malasakit.
That's just one of that which we do in DSWD. So we cater to indigenous peoples, to abandoned children, to street children, to indigents, to old, to senior citizens, to old people, abandoned old people, to practically everyone who are in need. We are partner with the World Bank, the ADB, the UN, and other embassies who are helping government insofar as social services, social protection, and humanitarian work. But this is where I want you to help us with. There's so much assistance that we get from other partners, and for this event, I'd like you to partner with us with our centers and residential care facilities. We have 72 centers where abandoned children stay, 74 centers nationwide for our abandoned children or those who are undergoing court cases because they are victims of incest, or those who are battered women, or abandoned old people. So they stay with us for months and years on end. These are some of our facilities. And if one of the companies who has CSR, who are interested to partner with us, I'm sure you can adopt one of our centers to maybe anything that you can do with us. We would be so much thankful. And with this, of course, if you want to partner with the DSWD insofar as our centers are concerned, we are welcome with anything that you can help us with. Anything that you can do for these children, for the center, annually, it would be of great help for us. We have decent centers. I think this is something that we want to maintain. And the Secretary would like to have a center that is livable for our children, for our adults, and of course, training centers for the persons with disabilities. So if there are two things that I'd like us to partner with, dumadami, no? Is getting more, but I limit it to two. The adoption of our centers for those who would like to be part of our centers for the old age, and for our children, the children's center, and of course, if you can employ persons with disabilities whom we train in our centers, that would be much of big help for us. We also accredit CSOs and fundraisers. So that's in part what the DSWD does. So we have centers for women. These are for battered women or those who are undergoing depression, and abandoned women who just don't want to stay in their homes for any reason. Of course, you cannot shoo away anyone in the SWD. Everyone is welcome. That's why any help, no matter how small, is a welcome to us. So we have those all over the country. We have in Zamboanga City, and we have a lot of them in the NCR, or the National Capital Region. Like I said, everything that we do, in fact, even BCDA, perhaps it would be, this is a good event, this is a great event because the Secretary would really want to build coalition with the private sector and all government and non-government organizations insofar as the programs we have. And of course, during disaster, we also have programs which we can partner with. Perhaps some companies would like to help us with insofar as giving out tents or anything, food packages that you can give during disaster. That's a welcome to the DSWD. So for anything, Rebecca has my number. Anything that you can give out, anything that you can partner with, for MOUs or memorandum of agreements that we can enter into before we can launch the program, or your adoption to our centers, we would welcome that. Thank you so much.